Good morning, little nerds. Get your pens and papers out. Get your asses out of bed. It's Saturday morning. You know what time it is. It is Pillow Talk Derm time. Who the hell am I? I am Dr. Idriss. I'm a board certified derm. Welcome to my channel. If you've not subscribed, you clearly do not know what's good for you. Otherwise, join the party, subscribe, like, and comment below. Let me know what you want to learn about next. Before I jump in, and I'm going to jump in right now, today's video is about skincare in your 50s. But do not turn off that button because this applies to you. I do not care how old you are. Age is not a skin type. And you might ask yourself, what the hell is she talking about then? She just said this is skincare in your 50s. I know what I said, but age is not a skin type. And it kills me when I see people basing their skincare routine on their age. The first thing you need to do when you're building a skincare routine is to base it off of your problem. Most people's biggest problem is hyperpigmentation, discoloration of some form, because we're not living in caves. However, for others, it may be redness, it may be dryness, it may be fine lines, it may be thinness of your skin, etc., and the list goes on. However, there are some universal truths in life, menopause being one of them, that are going to affect us all to varying degrees, but within the same direction. And the point of this video is to give you guys and to open your guys' eyes up to the arsenal of products and ingredients available to you to help yourselves throughout this time in your life. Because you may need a little bit more of a boost, a little bit more help, and a little bit more of an oomph in your skincare routine. But that doesn't take away from the fact that you should target your routine first and foremost on your biggest problem. Now, second thing, and I'm done with my TED Talk. One thing that pisses me off supremely, and I can get really pissed, and I'm trying to scale back on the profanity that I use, okay, in terms of language, is when I am on social and I see a beautiful 50-plus-year-old woman talking about skincare, and the first comment that I usually see is, what the hell does this person know? Their face is clearly sagging, and they look like SHIT. I want to bust through my screen and you know what I mean? I do that to the other person, but I hold it back. And I tell myself, lead by example and lead through education and not through anger and emotion. But that pisses me off. Why? First and foremost, skincare can only do so much. This is a fact. I am a dermatologist. I am talking to you all day and every day about skincare. It can truly empower you, but it can only do so much to the quality of your skin. As we age, we should think of our faces as couches. Our skin is the fabric of the couch. The skincare can affect the fabric of the couch, but our skincare is never gonna fill our couches and plump them up with feathers, and our skincare is never going to fix the foundation of our couch, i.e. our bone structure. And as we age, those two very important factors, volume, fat pads, and bone structure, all come into play in a very real way that skincare cannot affect. So when you have a 50-plus-year-old person talking about skincare on social media next time, and you see a shitty comment, let me know and let's start educating them and let's direct that person to this video. That being said, what happens in our 50s that is a universal truth? One word, menopause. And with that, we have a decrease in estrogen. Estrogen is our thing that keeps us going, that keeps us looking youthful, that gives us energy. Because once the estrogen decreases, there's really 5 big things that happen. Number 1, wrinkles set in, because estrogen really promotes collagen productions by stimulating our fibroblasts. Number 2, with estrogen loss, we have a change and a decrease in our bone density. Our orbital structure becomes hollower, we get more sunken in, our bony structure becomes thinner, our jawline becomes narrower and starts to recede, and we start to look like a finger because we no longer have the structure holding the couch. With that, we have saggier skin. Skincare is never going to help that. Skincare is never going to help that. But our skin begins to sag, we start to lose that elasticity and that bounce, and we become overall a little bit more jowly. Number 3, with a decrease in estrogen, we become more sensitive to UV rays. So all the damage underneath the surface of the skin gets activated faster as we get older. I don't know if you've noticed, but as you get older and you're sitting in the sun, your brown spots become more obvious much faster, even if you don't have melasma. But your sunspots under the surface of the skin become more prominent. After a week vacation, you probably look more spotted. If you're using a self-tanner and you're 50 plus, that self-tanner is probably bringing out the appearance of that sun damage. Number 4, As our estrogen depletes, our sensitivities go up, we become more red, we become more hormonal in our skin, and our rosacea tends to flare up. And last, as our estrogen goes down, we do not have the same amount of oil production. Our sebaceous glands get quieter, our oil production decreases, and our skin becomes more dry. Not just dehydrated, but dry, because you don't have oil. When we're talking about skincare, right, we're gonna break this up into sections. We're gonna start first and foremost with cleansers. We do not wanna overstrip our skin because we do not have that oil naturally. We wanna be very gentle. You want to look for people who are either sensitive or who have no problems. If you have no problems at all, something very gentle, like Vanicream is fine. As you can tell, it's really shitty at taking off makeup. I tried with this one when I had a full face of professional makeup done. Did not work. So you always have to combine it, unfortunately, with Bioderma. This is the Sensibio. This is actually a really great micellar water. So I start with this and I wash with that. Do not confuse it for this guy. This one sucks. If you have dry skin and you're looking for something to hydrate your skin, Bioderma has one with a blue cap, and that is their Hydra Bio. It is much more hydrating for the skin. Otherwise, this is just a fun one that I really love and I bought from France. Colossal Eau de Lait is actually a milk makeup remover. It is glycerin based. It is mixed with hydrating oils. And fun fact, it used to be Karl Lagerfeld's favorite thing. This guy was so extra that apparently he would buy hundreds of these and fill a bathtub with it and just soak in it. Do I recommend that? No, I don't want you to go broke. Is it necessary? Probably not. But if you want to try it out one day, pourquoi pas? All right, but keep Choupette and your cat out of it. And then La Neige has their cream skin milk oil cleanser, which has white leaf tea water to support your skin's moisture barrier. Cleanse once a day, keep it to the nighttime. Do not cleanse twice a day unless you want to really dry your skin out even more and inflame your barrier even more in the process. Number 2 are exfoliating acids. And given the fact that we don't have enough oil, we don't necessarily need a BHA like a salicylic acid. We're looking more at the AHA groups, the glycolic, the lactic, and the mandelic acids. And of that group, just side note, glycolic is the smallest one. So it's the most powerful one. Mandelic is the weakest one. But weak doesn't necessarily mean without merit, because if you're sensitive, it's a great one. But glycolic is the one that goes deepest. It helps the most with collagen production. Lactic is the best for brightening your skin, and mandelic is great for sensitive skin. So with that being said, I'm going to start actually with an enzymatic cleanser by Kate Somerville. This one over here, the Exfoliate, because this one helps if you are somebody who feels like your skin is not only dry but dull, and you're not able to really turn over your cells, and you occasionally get flaky. Not here, but like kind of all around. It gives you that extra buffing support that you need. Plus it has lactic acid in it to help brighten your skin. It also has papaya enzymes, pineapple enzymes, and pumpkin enzymes, which are all great to help exfoliate without over drying your skin. However, it's not the strongest for brightening. So like I said, most people's problems as they get older is discoloration. And obviously, shameless plug, Pillow Talk Derm, my flash mask, is an exfoliating mask with 15% glycolic acid plus lactic acid and tranexamic. So this guy you can leave on your face for up to 30 minutes. If you're not sensitive, you can leave it on overnight, believe it or not. And usually, again, if you're 50 plus and not sensitive and you leave this overnight, when you wash it off in the morning, thank me later. Your skin will feel like a baby's bottom, but limit it to 3 times a week. Then we have, like I said, a mandelic acid, and I do not have this one with me here, but Sophie Pavitt is a dear friend and an esthetician, and she has her mandelic acid serum that you guys can try if you are sensitive looking to exfoliate your skin. Once we've exfoliated, you guys can help bring in the moisture in your skin with essences and quote unquote toners, i.e. hydrating toners, not exfoliating toners. My 2 favorite ones are SK2. This is great at helping other products hold on to moisture because it goes in deep and it allows to suck in those humectants, holding them into your skin, keeping your skin more hydrated longer. I put it in a spritzer. I hate their dropper, hate. If you can't afford it, a dupe of some sort is, and I hate that whole dupe culture, is CosRX Advanced Snail Mucin Essence. You're not going to replace the SK2, but it's worth a try. Then we move on to serums. When we're talking about serums, not all serums are created equal, the same way not all toners are created equal. And we're going to talk about 4 main categories, starting with anti-aging, followed by pigmentation, followed by redness, followed by dryness. When you're gonna apply the serum, not just here down to your nips, because this is a cosmetic unit, you need to really address it. This applies to if you're 20, 15, 30, 42, 56, 48, 75, any age. This is a cosmetic unit. So starting with anti-aging, what are we talking about when I'm talking about anti-aging serums? I'm talking about serums with growth factors and peptides. But we're gonna focus first on growth factors, starting with Skin Medica, their TNS Recovery Complex. TNS stands for Tissue Nutrient Solution. It is made up of human growth factors, yes, proteins and antioxidants. But don't be freaked out because these human growth factors are actually biotechnologically produced in a lab. Growth factors can either be derived from plants or from humans. When they are usually derived from humans, they are recreated in a lab. What exactly does that mean? It has something called a human fibroblast media, which basically cultivates human fibroblasts, the cells that make collagen, and then basically take that media, and it has approximately 380 different types of growth factors and cytokines. They also have antioxidants as well as matrix proteins to stimulate our own skin cells to make more collagen and elastin and to stay slightly firmer over time. Another option on the market, and this is usually within the stupid medical grade skincare, which means niente, by the way, is Definage. They're 8-in-1 bio serum, approximately $200, so they kind of are similar in price. And it has age repair defensins that are peptides. So if you don't want to use growth factors, this is a peptide blend that really does act like growth factors to help with cellular turnover without the growth factors. Most recently, I came across Allies of Skin multi-peptides and growth factor advanced lifting serum, and j'adore this one. It's really beautiful. It is hydrating because it has phospholipids and glycolipids in it. It does help improve firmness because of the copper lysine, but it has something called SH, which stands for synthetic human, oligopeptide 1, which is a growth factor complex that mimics epidermal growth factors in human to stimulate collagen production. It's bioengineered and it is lovely. She retails for a whopping $188, but I will tell you I love it, and I've also been using it on my neck. Which leads me to, and I didn't do that one on purpose, the next serum by Nécessaire, which is a blend of 5 different peptides to create collagen. This is approximately $60. You can use this on your face and not just your neck. I think it was marketingly very smart to call it a neck serum, but any of these products can be used from here to here. You do not have to limit it for just one area. Number 2 in terms of serum problems are pigmentation. Obviously, Hyper serum, I know what I put into this. This is the shit because I made it, but also because I went for actives that were tried and true, that were combined together at their highest levels of clinical efficacy that could be combined in one product. I used 4 drops of this all over my face, extra for under my eyes. If you have a lot on your chest, you can use it on your chest as well. Balm.com. Vitamin C is an antioxidant that you do need to have in your skincare routine. It's not going to be the only one that's going to be great for pigmentation, but it's one that you should definitely have when you're combining it with the Hyper Serum. Skin Better Science has their Alto Defense Serum. It's the red one. I have the blue one. It has tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate and vitamin E, but it's $200. I'm going to talk about the active seal in a second, but my moisturizer, and it's not a serum, and that's why I'm not talking about it here, has tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate at high clinical levels, and I use it twice a day, and it's also my moisturizer. Now, if you have redness, Dr. Jart Stick-A-Pear Tiger Grass Serum is great for $52. I've talked about this one quite often, and I love it. It's a very lightweight, watery serum, or you can use the Deep Puffer by Pillow Talk Derm, which is great for menopausal flushing because it also cools while you roll because of the metal roller. These are before and afters from a fellow nerd. Love them. They're unbelievable. Usually, I wake up in the morning with red eyes. I roll this around my eyes and it deep puffs while reducing the redness. It is unbelievable. Again, I made it, I'm biased, but I know what I've put into it. Dryness, you want hydrating serums. Coco Kind has a great ceramide barrier serum with 5 different ceramides, lipids that support your skin's natural moisture barrier, and a very, very powerful humectant, also known as beta-glucan. And then last, this product, it's their super saturated 30% glycerin. Weirdest freaking texture on earth. Slimy AF, but you have to mix very little. Something that I put in my moisturizer to give my moisturizer extra oomph. If you're looking for eye creams, eye cream with a purpose is the way to go. You have a lot of redness. Isden has their K-Ox eye cream for redness with vitamin K. Kate Somerville has a very light retinol eye cream that does not irritate the eyes. I like both of them. They have very similar applicators. They both feel very nice to apply. This would not be a skincare for 50s without retinols. Retinols are the holy grail. You guys already know this. If you don't, watch my retinol video below. If you're looking for somewhere to start, A313 is a French pharmacy retinol, which is relatively light, but it gives instant gratification effects the next day. It does itch. FYI, it does itch. I like it for this video because it is a much thicker base and almost feels like Vaseline. Shani Darden also has a retinol reform, which is encapsulated retinol that allows to be slowly released throughout the day. The only thing annoying about the Shani Darden one is we don't know the percentage of it. So if you're very sensitive, I would not start with that. For the shebang, the big one, the holy grail, you go prescription, okay? Tretinoin. Altrino is at 0.05%. It's a great one. Moving on to moisturizers. You moisturize based on your skin's needs in the climate that you're in. I cannot emphasize this enough. I've done a whole video of moisturizing in summer, but that video should have been called Moisturize Based on Your Skin's Needs in the Climate That You're In. I love mine because it's a gel moisturizer. Why do I love that? First of all, it has vitamin C in it. Second of all, it's a gel moisturizer, so it's great for all skin types, dry or normal or oily. If you're very dry, however, or in a very dry climate, you might want to supplement this with a thick, rich, basic moisturizer. Triple Lipid by SkinCeuticals is a nice one, as are many other ones on the market, but gel moisturizers can take you up or take you just where you need to be without overpowering your skin. And that's why I love them. But the Major Fade Active Seal is great if you have discoloration as well. And then we have oils. This is one by Aveeno. It's their oat oil and jojoba oil. Jojoba oil really mimics their natural sebum production. And like I said, decreased estrogen means lack of sebum. It is non-greasy, it absorbs quickly, and it is anti-inflammatory as well. So it can help with redness. This is great for all over. You get a lot of big bang for your buck. Plus sunscreen. Now, oftentimes I have patients who tell me, what's the point of wearing sunscreen if the damage already done? I get it. I get it. My thing is, it's never too late to start to protect yourself from further damage that can be done. But there are two sunscreens on the market that have an ingredient known as photolyase that helps to reverse the damage of your skin that's been already done by the sun. It helps to reverse it. These two are Isden and Lightsaver. Isden makes this one. The biggest difference with these two are the texture. This is a very watery, and I will show you guys texture. Nice, it's lightweight, and it disappears. Lightsaver appears much thicker in texture and consistency, and I will show you guys over here. All right. It is tinted. He only has one SKU at the moment. Surprisingly though, is great for people with oily skin or who live in a very humid climate because it dries matte. It doesn't dry leaving a shiny film on your face, and it tends to dry matte on your skin. So those are the two sunscreens that I like for ages over 50 if you're looking to help reverse some of the damage that's also been done. With that, don't forget, skincare can only go so deep. Cosmetic products are only going to do so much. You have to fix the structure of your couch as well as the stuffing of your couch, and that takes you into the office, into my practice as a cosmetic dermatologist, into a plastic surgeon's office if you're looking to go under the knife. And if you have questions about that, let me know below, and we can save a whole other video for cosmetic treatments and what to do to help ourselves at different decades, if that you guys want to do it that way. Although again, I've had 20-year-olds who look like they're 40, and I've had 50-year-olds who look like they're 20. And trust me, I mean it when I say it. You cannot generalize how somebody ages. I hope you enjoyed this video. If I show you guys my desk, this is what my desk looks like. This is what my desk looks like, and I'm gonna put you guys back on the window. I really hope that you guys have a better understanding of how to approach your skincare routine, especially now if you are in your 50s and hitting menopause. Have a beautiful Saturday, and I will see you guys next week.